channel, guys. Thank you for tuning into another session. We just want to remind you guys to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Today we have Iomikoe. I got it right?
Yes, you did good.
So, yeah. So Iomikoe, she's a very unique individual, as you can see, and we are so excited to hear from her. Iomikoe, tell us more about yourself. Like, tell us who you are, who you be.
Hi, child. You know, I'm just a fabulous. I'm just a fabulous African American woman who happens to have a skin condition called vitiligo. I am a social media influencer. I am a published, international model. I am an author. I am an entrepreneur. I have my own business.
Don't say Iomikoe, you have too much things.
I do, girl. We women, super women. We can do as many things as we want.
That's true.
So I want to know, get right into it. When did you realize that you have vitiligo?
I found a spot when I was like 25 years old. I found two. I found one under my eye right here, and then I found another one, a little tiny one that kind of looked like this one, that was under my arm. And this one began to spread the most, but the little dot in my eye, it just stayed. I thought, like, like sometimes you might get like burned. I thought maybe I touched myself with the hot curl or something. I didn't know what it was, but this one made me realize that something, because over time, it was like when it first started, it started progressing fast. So this one got bigger, like size of a quarter. So I had like my little annual checkup with my doctor, my family doctor, and I was like, oh yeah, at the end of the meeting, I was like, I have a little spot under my arm. Is white and it's getting bigger, and I don't know what it is. You maybe tell me what it is. He was Indian. He told me that it could be I'm allergic to razors. So he was like, stop using razors because you're allergic to razors. So I stopped. And then he was like, if it gets bigger or progresses, then the next time you come see me, or if you have any questions, you call me and let me know. And so I stopped using razors and I started using Nair, which is so crazy, right? And I'm gonna say that later why. So I started using Nair, and it got bigger. It helped with the not having to shave, but it got bigger. So then I called him. I was like, it can't be them razors because this is getting bigger. Yeah. I was like, so I need to come back. And we ended up having a hurricane, so I couldn't go back. And we went to Arkansas. That's where my ex-husband's family was. And we ended up moving there because we lost our home. And so I talked to my mother-in-law, about it. And I was like, I need to find a skin doctor, because I don't know what's going on with my skin. Because during that time of us transitioning to the next city, to the next state, the one on here got bigger too. And then I noticed a spot on my hand. And then I noticed, because with vitiligo starts like in like kind of awkward places. So I noticed it other places, and I was like, okay, something is wrong. And so I made an appointment to a dermatologist. I found the best dermatologist in Arkansas, and it took me a little minute to get my diagnosis with him. And then I went in there like frantic, and I was like, something is wrong with my skin. Do I have skin cancer? Because like I am turning white, sir. I'm black and I'm turning white. What is going on with me? And he laughed. He was like, calm down. You're being so dramatic. And he was like, no, you don't have skin cancer. you're perfectly healthy. He was like, you have vitiligo. And I'm like, vitiligo? And I grabbed my phone and I'm like, trying to research. I was like, how you spell it? You know, and I'm trying, and he was like, just wait. So he got his computer and he showed me images on his computer of people who had vitiligo. I swear to God, he should never do that to no clients ever again. Because he showed me the worst case scenarios of what my vitiligo could turn to be. So it instantly frightened me. Like, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm gonna be a monster. I cried all the way home. Wow. I was afraid to tell my mom and my dad that, you know, I'm gonna turn into a monster. Like, and I was like worried if my husband was still gonna love me, you know, if my kids were gonna be afraid of me, you know, and I end up learning, oh, we can talk about that. But that's how I found out that I had it.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I was getting ahead of myself.
No, listen, we want to hear, no, I want to hear because this story is very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
Right.
So I want to ask, how did you overcome that fear of actually stepping out of your comfort zone to just embrace who you actually are?
So I ended up getting divorced from that guy because he didn't, you know, I wasn't. Philip, please put that low. I end up getting a divorce, and I ended up meeting a really great guy, who was actually my sister's best friend. And I covered my vitiligo for 12 years after I found out that I had it. And so I met this guy, and I was hot. Like, I was putting on full makeup when he would come to meet me at my house, even though it was really kind of dumb because I had it on my hand and on my knees and on my legs. But I didn't want him to know that I had it in my face because I was like, okay, he likes me and he's accepting of it being these places, but I don't want to scare him and let him see me like this because that he might not accept that. So I will cover it up, not even like asking him if he would be comfortable with it. And then one day he came and he saw me and he was like, so you been all that was all makeup? And I was like, yes. And then I explained the process of every time that he would come around, that I would be waking up in the middle of the night, like touching up my makeup. So when we woke up in the morning, I could still look like the girl that he started dating. He was like, girl, you ain't had to do all that.
Well, you must for that. That's a lot.
He was like, I actually think you look so much better. He was like, you different. It's kind of like exotic. I like it. And he was like, you don't have to, you know, hide yourself from me. He was like, so when do you not wear makeup? I was like, when you're not here. And he was like, okay, I know now. He was like, you can stop doing that. Like, he was like, I love you for you. And I think you're beautiful. He was like, oh my God. Can you please, he said, do you know how many people you would help not wearing the makeup? How many people you would inspire? He was like, what is your dreams? Like, what is your goal? Like, what you want to do? And so I was telling him, you know, look, I really want to be a motivational speaker. I really want to be a model. You know, I want to inspire people. You know, I just don't know how. You know, he was like, it starts with you. He helped me to, like, when I'm going in public, he helped me with that too. I remember the first time we went to a store when I didn't have on no makeup, and we sitting in the car, and I was like, I'm telling you something. If them people start looking at me crazy, I'm telling you, I'm gonna go off on them. I was like, that's why I don't like coming to the store without no makeup, because people are mean and rude, and you gonna see how they gonna be looking at me in the store. And then he sat me down before we got down. He said, listen, he was like, think of yourself as a painting. he was like, what do people do when they walk into an art gallery? I was like, they look at the paintings. He was like, well, think of yourself as art.
Oh, that's
and
so sweet.
people are gonna stare at you. He was like, just give them something to stare at. And so he was like, smile, be confident, keep your head up. And he was like, if you give off confidence, then you're not gonna get, you know, that negative energy. But if you walk in with that negative energy, how you trying to walk in the store right now? He was like, then we're gonna be squabbing every day. We cannot.
Thank you everyone for, you know, sticking around for this video. We have part 2 coming up. We want to say thank you for the subscribe, for the share, for the comments, just everything. Yeah, you know, stay blessed, stay safe, and stay COVID free. Simply powerful.